Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today, inshallah, we're going to be starting the book of Nahw. What is Nahw? Nahw, literally translated, means edge, and it has different meanings also, other than the word edge, but I'm not going to go into that because what we are studying is the ilmun Nahw, or the study of Nahw related to the Arabic language, and it relates to the edge of the word, meaning the end of the word, and why the harakat at the end of the word consistently change, and what harakat would be put on the last letter. That's why it's regarded as or called in Nahw. So we're going to go through the definition first and foremost, and the definition of Nahw is that knowledge which shows us how to join a noun, verb and particle to form a correct sentence, as well as what the condition i'rab of the last letter of a word should be. So that's basically what a nahw is about. And this is again one of the very fundamental branches of knowledge of Arabic language. If you want to correct your Arabic language grammatically, then you have to study a nahw. The subject matter are words and sentences, and the objective of the ilm nahw is to ultimately understand the Quran and Hadith, thereby gaining the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The word al-kalima, basically there are three types of words: noun, verb and particle. And if you've been going through the sarf videos, you should have done this already, but nevertheless we'll go through it again just as a revision. There are three types of words: ism, fi'l and harf. Ism means noun, fi'l means verb, and harf means particle. What is a noun? The name of a person, place or object. It doesn't have any tense, like past tense, future tense. For example, rajulun, man; al-baytu, the house; a man, the house. A noun can never have a tanween and al at the same time. It can never be al-baytun. Okay, so if it has al in front of it at the beginning of it, then it's only going to have a singular letter. If it doesn't have al in front of it, then most likely, in most cases, it's going to have a tanween. There are certain situations where it won't take a tanween, but inshallah we're going to discuss them at a later date. But for the most part, 95% of the time, you can say it's going to take a tanween. A verb, fi'l, is that word which denotes an action and has a tense. For example, ضرب, he hit, past tense; nasara, he helped. There's a note there that a verb can never have a tanween or an alif lam. A verb can never have a tanween or an alif lam. And there is a slight difference in our understanding of verb in English as opposed to verb in Arabic. If you were to say, use the word, for example, to play, to hit, to enter, to exit, to leave, in English you would regard that as a verb. However, in Arabic that would be regarded as a noun because it doesn't have a tense in it at that particular time. However, once you conjugate that verb and you have a past tense, future tense, present tense in it, then in Arabic it becomes a verb. So keep that point in mind. The third type of word is particle. That word, the meaning of which cannot be understood without joining a noun or verb or both to it. Min, which means from; ala, on top. If I was just to say min a million times, you're not going to understand it unless I actually put it into a sentence with other words around it. The same thing with ala. So that is known as harf in Arabic, or particle.